Hey, Chris.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How's it going?
I'm good. Can you hear me okay?
I can. Happy Tuesday.
Oh, are you doing well?
Yes, all things considered, I should not complain. How about yourself?
Well, I'm fine.
Very good. I didn't know you had cats.
Oh, yeah. Three of them.
Wow. Hey, Leslie.
Hi.
Hey, you made it on. I'm so glad you made it.
What did you just say? I was talking to my meeting.
Oh, hi, Tanya. Wow. Trying to get in Jess and David. Hello. I'm so happy I successfully got you on Zoom. And people are on time. It's wonderful. How are you? Hey, Bertina. Happy Tuesday. Hello. I got a phone number. I don't know who that is. 4814. Last
That's
number.
me, Angie.
Oh, hey, my aunt. Hey, Angie. Hey, Laneda. How are you? How are you guys doing?
We are great. I'm actually pulling into my driveway.
Awesome. Well, I hope you had a good Tuesday. Hey, Jess. I'm trying to make sure I say hello to everyone. How are you?
Good, you?
Good. So cool. It's so cool to have you all on. Very cool. I'm just giving about one more minute for people to come on in. Meanwhile, I'm going to pull up, let's see here, pull up my slides for you. Are all of you on a laptop or cell phone?
Laptop.
I'm on my
iPad.
phone.
I'm on my iPad.
On your iPad? Okay.
Yeah.
So can you see these slides?
Yes.
Awesome.
No.
Well, you're parking.
But I probably did something wrong. I'm in the house now, but
Once you mute yourself, sometimes switch over to your laptop and, kind of.
okay. I'll try that. I'm in the house now. I'll try.
Alrighty. Good. Well, we will go ahead and get started with whatever we've got. I will, if I need to, I will hunt down whomever. Right now we're good, but sometimes we get a lot of background noise. So if I mute you, and you're trying to say something, just remember to unmute yourself when you want to say something, okay? And that way we'll all hear you. So just remember, it's important. And I'm going to mute you, Angie, because I know you're busy trying to get in your house. All right. So who did I miss? We've got David, Bertina, Lanita. I'm just going through muting people until, okay, I think we're good now. Charles Weathers joined us. Hey, so awesome. So glad. Okay, so we can go ahead and we have a lot to cover. Charles, so awesome to see you live and in person. So cool. Can you hear us okay?
Hello.
Yes. Yep. Can you hear
I
us?
can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can.
Great.
Awesome. Very good. Very good. Okay, so I have a little timer here. We technically have 45 minutes. This is just to help me kind of keep up with our Q&A. And first, I want to say hello, fall, and hello to all of you all who are in the Hello Fall Challenge. I know you've heard me say this probably a sickeningly amount of times, but I'm very proud of all of you who participate in this challenge, because I know it's not easy to do. So for some of you, it probably wasn't as bad as others, but some of you, I know it was a personal struggle. And that's why I'm so proud of you, because you did it, and it's a great accomplishment. So kudos to you all. And what we're doing today is not too complicated, but I didn't want to just leave you at the end of this challenge. So we're going to cover who am I? So that's for those of you who might have missed my introductory post, or if you didn't do the challenge, but you're just joining the webinar because we invited you, then you're welcome to join like that. I'm going to look through for one more. I have to mute one more. Hey, Carol joined us. Awesome. Very good. Okay. So just so you know, I might have muted you, but that's just so we're eliminating background noise as much as possible. But just know you're allowed to ask questions. You can unmute yourself whenever you have a question, okay? So we'll go over that, and we'll also go over the Hello Fall Challenge, some cool info from the challenge. And also, where do we go from here? So that's the good stuff I wanted to make sure you saw today. What do we do now that the challenge is over? And then also, we're going to pick our Hello Fall Instagram Makeover winner, which I have been anxiously awaiting this time for 8 days now. Cannot wait to pick the winner. I'm so excited about that. And then also, I've got some extra gifts for all of you anyway, so make sure you stay through to the end if you can. This is being recorded for those who missed it, so just so you know, in case your friend really wanted to come on and they didn't, get to do it, it will be recorded. They just can't be here live with us. So, all right. So this is me. I am a marketing and branding professional, if you didn't know that already. I have a Clemson MBA, also did my undergrad there, and over 15 years of experience with various companies' marketing and branding, as various companies' marketing and branding director. So that's what I'm bringing to you in this challenge, and what I bring to my clients every day. We do have global reach, meaning I worked overseas in Scotland as a global branding director before coming to Atlanta to start the ADS agency. And so that's my little global background, which makes me so excited. We had some people who were global in this challenge, which was super cool. I love that. And this is just some familiar faces you might recognize in the challenge just for fun, because you guys did some really awesome, wonderful posts, which I thought were fantastic. And there's tons of them. They can't even all fit on this page, but hopefully you see some of your work out there. So fantastic volume of posts went out in this challenge. We'll go over those numbers in just a second. But I'm so proud of that. And you know that your hashtag is awesome when people start hijacking it for their posts. So I saw a couple people do that, and I was like, we're awesome now. Yeah, we were awesome before because you guys made this fantastic. All right, so these are the numbers. Over 100 participants, as you know, if you were in the challenge, which is fantastic, in 11 different states, 5 different countries. We had a total of 346 posts in the challenge, reached 1,967 people, and had 3,004 impressions on Loop Friday alone. That's not the whole challenge, that's just Loop Friday. We're gonna get the data on the whole challenge later. But Loop Friday alone was fantastic. Then we had several participants who noted that they received valuable help, which was really awesome. And you have one very happy organizer. This is me being happy because you're awesome and I love this so much. So I'm so proud of the way this turned out, and it was great meeting all of you who were in the challenge, and those of you on the webinar now. We hope you stick in and become a part of the community too, because this is a great group of supportive, fantastic people that participated in this. So really cool numbers. Some more familiar faces you may recognize. And this is the map, which I thought was cool. So we have a global map here, and this just shows where everyone was. A nice sprinkling all up and down the East Coast. A good number out in Texas, Louisiana, and then we have our lovely individuals in Canada. Then we also had our one lady in Ireland, which was so awesome. Our consistent Bahrain participant, but at least for the lives. And then our friend out in Shanghai who came in a couple times, which was great. So I felt so awesome about that. You guys were global, so cool. And really great comments. I won't read these for you, but this is like this much of the fantastic comments you gave, and I just saved them all because I thought they were fantastic. And oh, Mr. Susan, this challenge was awesome because it jump-started me to posting on Instagram daily. Good job, Mr. Susan. You're in my YouTube group too. Chris is on here from our YouTube group. So cool. Yes, you're welcome to. I hope you guys can see that chat feature that Mr. Susan posted in. You're welcome to put comments in there if you can't talk right now or whatever. So awesome. I love this. People were saying they gained a lot of new followers. They learned about what kind of content attracts people. Lions Gallery at ATL, my friend Natasha said that day one, she had a lead that came in that day, and they ended up meeting at 2:30 that day because of a post she did, which I thought was like, great. That's so fantastic. And really great comments all around. Thank you for that, because that made this whole challenge worth doing, for sure. Let's see here. So now, where do we go from here? First, I'd like you to revisit your business goals. Some of you, this is going to be really easy. Others of you, I know, you're like, ooh, snap, business goals. Did I write those down? If I ever did. And if you're just joining us, just know I might have to mute you because we're trying to get rid of background noise. Okay, I got it. Alrighty. So, first revisit your business goals, whatever they are: revenue, number of customers, types of customer, new audience, whatever it is, for 2019. And then it's not too early to start thinking about 2020. I mean, it's Q4 already, so this is a great time to start thinking about what to do for 2020. Yes, the challenge was awesome. Hey, Carol, thank you so much for joining. I'm so glad you're here. You were awesome in the challenge every day. Loved your posts every day. So that's one thing. Please consider your business goals. I'll give you the slides for this so you can have all this. Okay, and then you want to think about what you're aiming to achieve. So always think about your business goals in mind when you're thinking about your marketing and your general marketing plans, and that includes your Instagram. Tie what you're doing back to your business goals if you can, and that's going to make what you do meaningful for your business. And this is the time, again, to hone in those goals for 2020. Couple things to revisit, and it's okay if you've not touched on these before. We can talk about these in our special group, which we'll share later, and all that. But buyer personas, hopefully everyone's familiar with buyer personas. Just let me know in the chat if you are or aren't. Awesome. Yes. So buyer personas, you know, this like your target profile type, and hopefully you guys have heard about this kind of stuff before. It's a part of your target audience research. You're basically honing in on a particular type of customer that you have. Is she a, you know, age 35 to 45 college graduate who loves Snickers and football and yoga? You know, like that's psychographic information, behavioral, you know, and something about her background and all that. How well do you know your target audience? So revisit that for your business, and also think about your primary competitors. So you got to know what your competitors are doing, what they're saying, and how they're presenting themselves. That's going to help you figure out your steps forward. If you haven't done that already, touch on that every year, and even revisit it, you know, once a quarter, if not more. Just to keep a pulse on what your competitors are doing, not to obsess about it. You don't want to necessarily obsess about your competitors, but you want to stay apprised of what they're doing out there so you can make sure that you're standing out correctly for you. Okay. And hashtag research, we touched on hashtag research in the challenge, but keep up your good hashtag research. It's going to take some time. If it's new to you, it'll take some time to figure out, which hashtags seem to perform better than others. If you're doing it with just the freebie tools in Instagram, searching and, paying attention with your posts and all that. But there are also some paid for posts you can, paid for services you can use to fast track that. So all of that are in the blogs that we posted every day of this challenge. So you can go back to our blog on the ADS agency and read up on hashtag research. You also want to review your imagery plan. So consider the right layout plan that can work for you from now to the end of 2019. And when I mean like layout plan, this is specific to Instagram. And it's like, I don't know if you've seen these patterns before, but some people have like checkerboard patterns with their grid. They'll be like a light photo, dark photo, light photo, dark photo. Or they may have diagonals, where there's like quote, 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 and then other stuff in between that kind of makes everything feel calm and pleasing to the eye. So if you join our communities after this, you will get more information on that and how to lay out a grid yourself. The winner of the challenge is going to get that done for them, at least the first 18 posts. They'll get that all done for them, but we'll also teach you how to do that for yourself so you can create a nice visually pleasing grid. Also, you want to think about your messaging. So you want to use your competitive research to figure out how to better position yourself in the marketplace. And that's basically figuring out what to say. What's everyone else saying? What's everyone else in your space saying? And then how can you say it different that's authentic to you? So that way you're not just one of a number and becoming a commodity, so to speak, if that makes sense. All right, so I'm just moving this out of the way. Okay, so you're also going to review your tools. So you want to assess your arsenal. What do you have at your disposal and your marketing toolkit to help you throughout the year? And we're expanding a little bit beyond Instagram now, but I want you to consider, should you be doing anything depending on what your business is for the holidays? Definitely consider your customers, your clients, what you need to do with them. Consider the promotions that you have coming up, what special initiatives you might have, special pushes and all of that. So all of that are things you want to consider, especially think about your content calendar. You're going to map out your year. So these little headlines are actually switched around here, but you get the picture. You're basically looking at all your tools, and then you're also thinking, how can I map out the rest of this year, basically the holidays, and then going forward, at least Q1, if not Q2 of 2020, getting that far ahead. So, and finally, get some accountability. So how many of you, quick question for all of you, for those of you who are business owners, how many of you actually have any kind of accountability partner for your initiatives for your business? So say like yes or no in the chat, or you can unmute yourself.
No.
Leslie.
Leslie.
Leslie, hey Leslie.
Hello.
Mr. Susan has one, Lenita has one. Awesome. Very good. So some do and some don't. If you don't have one, an accountability partner makes all the difference, especially, for those of us who are alone in the business. Angela says sort of, right. So sometimes we can really get lost in our own heads with our business because, we may not have the right people to talk to about what we're trying to do, the goals we're trying to really achieve. If you get the right accountability partners, it's going to really step up your game, especially with regards to specifically your Instagram marketing. Let me double check. Somebody said something else. Let me just check real fast. You have 2 for 6 years. That's fantastic. I love that long-term accountability. That's awesome. All righty. So Also, we're going to check out some imagery examples real fast. My time is going so fast, I'm trying to get you through here. This is an example of a client I shared with you in some emails. For those of you getting the emails, this is a before and after Instagram grid. So when I'm talking about like a 3x6 Instagram grid, it's about this size. And so you can see in the before, you know, they kind of made up the logo themselves. Honestly, they would admit that. And they had some story highlights, which is good because not everybody knows about that. So they were highlighting a couple of key things, but everything, you can't read this, but everything was kind of labeled highlights, highlights, highlights. And one thing was called charter school. You know, and you can kind of sort of tell that it's about drones in the words and that kind of thing, but it could definitely use some sprucing up. So the after, we actually did a brand identity refresh of their logo, which was super fun. That was really cool. So now their brand on Instagram is, and otherwise for social media, is Fly Vector, which is really awesome. And then we segmented out their stories. So you can see this is schools, media, camps, training, and staffing. And actually, this is just the layout, you know, before we actually made it live. You can see this grid going up live now if you want to check them out under Fly Vector. Some of you saw them in the challenge. And, you know, so now you can kind of really see a story that's being told through these photos. And that's what we want for all of you. And you can definitely do this. This is not rocket science, but sometimes we just need a little guidance on what we should do for our own businesses. So that's what we're here to help with. And you can also, this is a wonderful client of mine. She was actually in the challenge too. I'm surprised by the number of clients who wanted to be in the challenge. She wanted to be in it. This is Julia Loves Orgs, and she also participated with her private account, JB Wiener, W-I-E-N-E-R. And so this was so cool because we got to redo her photography, like, you know, help design her photo shoot, considering her whole color palette for her brand and what makes you special. So also, this is another brand. I can't tell you the name because it's yet to be released. But what I love about showing it to you for is because this is a mix of AI and a jockey theme. So it kind of sparks some real intrigue, which is pretty interesting. Oh, wow, what's that? I'm reading some comments. Okay, buyer persona is a place where I struggle. 2019 to date, our team has worked with 90 clients. Our profile is 80% CEOs, master's degree at a minimum, 45 to 65 years old. I'm reading a comment, in case you can't tell, who are not active on social media. How do we create a social media strategy when our clients aren't really using social media? I'm thinking I should still tighten up our social media, right? Our primary source of new clients is referrals. Now, I think if we really engage in some intentional marketing, that would really make a difference. Yes. Yeah, and actually, I have some clients who are in your same boat, Charles. You know, and so the nice thing is, depending on tell me in the chat real fast, like what, you know, the core of your business is. But depending on what that is, there are some interesting things you can do. And this is where a bigger overarching marketing strategy can make a difference. You know, so going back to some older school tactics, even though they may not do social media, the age range, 45 to 65, depending on what they do, they likely do email still. So definitely keep email in the mix. And then also, you might want to think about some older school tactics, like some in-person events. I don't know how regional or statewide or whatever your business might be. But if you can, okay, corporate training, strategic planning, and executive coaching. Right, so yours is more relationship driven, I would gather. And so you're gonna want to, you know, really get a nice email campaign together. Email's not gonna be everything, but that's a part of the mix, right? Your email campaign, you're gonna wanna think about some of your offline strategies, but also your search strategies. So offline, think about your lunch and learns, your in-person referrals, loyalty programs is something you could focus on. And then also search is still big since referral is such a big part of what you do. Sometimes people just search anyway when they're just trying to get an idea of who to see. So make sure your search game with SEO is nice. And that's where social media can help, just like you're thinking. You know, that's where people want to see that you're actually active on your social media channels, even if they don't frequent it every day. If they can see that you're actually active, then that's like it's real business. They're alive and around and kicking. You know, people look at our online info for credibility. Yes, that's the whole reason for having a website. People are like, I don't need a website. People don't really look at them. They do. They look at it to see if you're real and see if you're legitimate. They're also looking for testimonials, research, and that kind of thing. So yeah, I agree with that. All right, so and I'm looking to, guys, help me out. And if you're moving around a lot, see if you can mute yourself, because I can't find whoever is moving around a good bit, but just want to make sure everybody can hear it nicely. So the point of these grids is that you want to stand out from your competitors, create some magic and some intrigue that people find interesting. Think about what you want to see on Instagram when you go there. You kind of want to be entertained a bit, but you're also looking for good business sometimes. And you're also looking for people that you like to follow for educational purposes or for entertainment purposes or whatever. So you can think about what is your audience there for and how can you connect with them when you're out there. Okay, that is all for the lovely presentation tips today, because I don't want to take up all your time this evening. But this is the moment we've all been waiting for. I've definitely been waiting for it. And so, I actually, old school, literally cut up your names into this bowl. It doesn't look like a lot. That's because like the type is so tiny. But trust me, there's a lot of you. And so I literally cut this up like old school style. And we're gonna do a little drawing here. And before we do that, just want to remind you what you're gonna get. The winner is getting a one-on-one discovery session. So, you know, Charles, like these questions you've got and all that, we would have a 1 hour, typically 1 hour discovery session where you and I sit down and talk about the nuts of your business, the nuts and bolts of your business, what you've struggled with in the past, what you're thinking about doing in the future, what you tried and you thought was horrible, but you may try again depending, you know, all those things, the good, the bad, the ugly, and what you want to do ultimately with your Instagram and why. We'll do all that. And then also, the winner receives an imagery and messaging competitive analysis. So we will do the work of researching your top 5 to 7 competitors and assessing, you know, what's their imagery like compared to yours? Are we in line? Are we not?
That you would see at the,
Yeah. Is that a question? Oh, probably. Okay. Not a question. Yay, Stephanie joined us. Awesome. So cool. Oh, Michelle. Hey, Michelle. She made it. We literally just saw each other like a little while ago. So we're just going through what the winner will win. A one-on-one discovery session, your imagery, messaging, competitive analysis done for you. And also done for you your beautiful 3x6 Instagram grid, which is 18 posts. And for most businesses, that's enough to pretty much carry you through a month. If you're posting every other day or every other business day, which is pretty much a nice pace for a lot of businesses, that's a nice month worth of posts and a really great refresh for your Instagram, which is fantastic. And all of this is going to be complete with your content. So all the captions, the researched hashtags, the optimized bio, everything we've been talking about in the challenge, and the story covers. So it is amazing. And that's what our winner is going to get. So, okay, now I can finally choose a name here. And I promise I did go through your those of you, and I only know if you did the survey because You don't put your name in the survey because it's anonymous, but if you clicked on the survey button, then I know that you clicked on it. So I put your name in here again, if you did the survey and all that. I didn't see anybody with any video testimonials yet. I still would like those. It doesn't count for this drawing, but I still would like them if you would like to do one. I think they're awesome. So I will bug you later about that. Okay, now I'm not looking. Okay, I have a name. And just so you know, because I had clients participating in this, if this happens to be a client name or relative name, because I had a couple of relatives, except for you, Angie, because you're different, then those people can't win. Otherwise, everybody's fair game. Okay. Oh, Marcus Ferguson, he can't win. He's my friend. All right. Okay, let me pull it again. That's so funny. He's gonna be like, oh, should I win? He doesn't believe in his spirit like that. Okay. Andrea, sugar-free coach. Andrea, sugar-free coach. I don't think she's on right now, but you guys know her. So if you see her, tell her that she won. I'm so excited. Very nice. And if for any reason Andrea feels like she doesn't need it, because some people are happy with their Instagram and all that, then we will pass it along to everyone else. So congrats, Andrea. So excited. We will relay that to her. Okay. And don't leave just yet, because I told you I still have stuff for you. So at this service that I'm giving Andrea, unless she chooses to pass it on some more. Oh, let me check my chat. Sorry. Oh, congratulations. Y'all are just the best, most wonderful, positive community ever. You're just so fantastic. I'm kind of sad. That our challenge is ending, but there is a way for us to stay connected, which I will share. So don't leave. But what Andrea has won is normally a $750 service minimum. Sometimes it's $1,500, depending on what it is and what we have to do. So that's what we're giving to her right now. So awesome. Oh, I skipped all this. Congrats to Andrea. Okay, so now the part you care about is the gift for you. So we do have gifts for you for free. These are the things you can get for free. I have some things that you can pay for, but this is the free stuff, okay? So the free stuff is, we are always going to be here to give you the very best in marketing, branding, and business tips for you and your business. So we have the special A-listers group on Facebook. Say hello if you're in the A-listers group. I know some of you already are, which is so awesome. So if you're in the A-listers group on Facebook, that's free to you. Also, we have an A-listers reading group. We're reading Miracle Morning for Entrepreneurs, which is super fantastic. And monthly ADS emails with tips and such. You can get that for free, of course. We have our ADS YouTube, which some of you saw through the challenge, and that has weekly tips along with our podcast. I didn't put the podcast on here, but that's there. Of course, you can also stay connected to us on social media. I want you to, and all of you should have received the Authentic Marketing Magic ebook. Now, you would have gotten that, for those of you in the challenge, you would have gotten it when you signed up for the challenge. Did everybody get that okay? The ebook? If you didn't get it, let me know. But that is a wonderful, that was a labor of love for me last fall. So if you're looking for some guidance on what to do with your 2020 marketing, 2020 should be a great year for all of you. I want it to be a stellar, awesome year for all of you. Bertina says she received it. Awesome. Yes, and I know you've been busy with the challenge, so I just wanted to bring it back up. Don't forget to go through that, have a look, thumb through it, save it as a resource, because it has lots of links to templates and stuff like that that can be hopefully helpful to you when you're planning out your 2020 and even the end of 2019, okay? Awesome. So that's all the freebies. So don't feel like you didn't get anything. That's a little something. And, let me check the chat. Carol didn't get it. I missed that in the very first email, but got everything else. Oh, no. Okay. I'm going to write that down right now. So, Carol, I will send that to you so you've got it in the first day email. If you just want the first day tip, there was a day one tip in there. So send first email and ebook. All right, I got it. Very good. So these are the special gifts that are for a limited time only. Limited time only gifts for this. You're welcome. So I've got 3 gifts here, gift A, gift B, and gift C. Gift A is our A-Listers Plus community, which is normally $50 a month, but these are all special offers for you because you're in the Hill of Fall Challenge. So I'll tell you what this pricing is for all this stuff in just a second. But in the A-Listers Plus community, you're all in the freebie A-Listers community, but A-Listers Plus is a little bit different because in that community, we get special monthly masterclasses to keep you sharp. This once a month. Simple, easy, actionable stuff that you can apply in your business right away. You guys, if you are traveling up and about, don't forget to mute yourself. I'm going to try to find you to mute you. Is everybody muted? I can't see. Okay. Sorry, let's see if I can find you. Switch to phone on. I can't find whoever that is, but if you are live and can hear this, just know you might need to mute so that you don't hear the background noise. Oh, thank you. Perfect. Thank you. All right, Sandra had to mute you, but just unmute yourself if you have a question, okay? Thank you for that, sorry. I need to find like a mute all button. I haven't found that yet. Okay, so A-Listers Plus community, we're gonna do the special monthly masterclasses. They're easy, but they're helpful. We're gonna deep dive into the tips that we went into in the challenge at a much slower pace. So the challenge, we kind of brushed over this stuff and like high level introduced it. If you want to get a deeper dive into it and really figure it out for your business, this community is for you. And also we hold weekly office hours in there for Q&A. So, you know, it's fun catching up with you on the lives on Instagram. We'll pretty much do that in our group. This is a Facebook group, so you do have to be on Facebook to do it. And then also we've got simple monthly emails. So I won't inundate you with daily emails, but monthly emails, yes, with tips you can apply in your business. So that's the A-Listers Plus community. And then gift B is our beta testers for our online course. So if you have an online course, raise your hand because I'm going to talk to you. But I am, for the first time, looking at building an online course, and I'm looking for some people to help me do that because I want it to be a really great quality product. So normally we would sell this course. I'm looking at selling it at $175, and I'll share with you the special pricing in just a moment that you can get it for. But is much reduced. And that's because you would be helping me shape this. So I would lean on you for your feedback and you'll tell me, do this, or I don't understand that, you know, can you do this different or whatever. And you would help make sure that this is awesome. There are only 10 spots for that, the beta testers for the online course. So just a heads up on that. And gift C. You too, my lovely, beautiful friend, can also have an Instagram makeover. So if you didn't win, because we could only have one winner, get it for free. But, you know, I told you that normally this is priced in our business for $750 to $1,500. And that's typically for a full social media makeover, honestly. For the Instagram only makeover, we have a special price for that, and it's only 8 spots for that, just FYI. But you get everything else that the winner got, everything that I was telling you about. You guys get that too. These are just some niceties of things people had to say about working with us. My friend Julia, who was in the challenge, says, "For absolute magic." That was my adjective, magical, because she was like, "You're magic." Just so awesome, made my day. So we helped her build her social media accounts from the ground up, helped her direct her photo shoot, set up her website, which you should totally check out, julialovesorgs.com. pretty much almost ready to launch. We soft launched it and we're going to do a super launch soon. And her Instagram is amazing, she says. Donna says we're very enthusiastic, determined, and delivery focused, instrumental in delivering an innovative rebranding approach. My friend Jay says we gave their business the fresh start and relaunch they needed in order to move the next level of visibility. And their social media traffic has doubled and they're seeing results financially too. Financial results is what we all want, which is awesome and you gotta love it. And then also, I call them all my friends because all my clients end up being my friends. But my friend David, who has Positivity Water, says we have been such a relief to them. We handle their social media and their email marketing. And so it just helps them be very hands-off in their business. And so we also handle their Instagram. We just got that side of their business, which is super cool. So this is not just Andrea saying ADS is awesome. Just know if you decide to join us in our communities or take an Instagram makeover, whatever you do, you're in lovely hands and we will take awesome, great care of you. So this is the pricing for all of the gifts. So gift A, the A-Listers Plus community, is $37 a month instead of $50. That's if you sign up today, $37 a month. All you have to do is tell me that you want to do it, and then we will get you set up for it, okay? Gift B is the online course piloter. So if you want to help shape our online course, you know, that's going to be like $150 to $175. I haven't decided yet, but for you guys, it's only $75, and that's a super nice online course around Instagram. Okay, if you want to do that. So, oh, I didn't tell you special bonuses. Special bonus for gift A, the A-Listers Plus community, you get the special October masterclass. That's going to walk you through your marketing and branding for 2020. So we're going to talk about what you need to do through now and the end of the year for your holidays and all that, wrap yourself up real nicely. But then you get the special masterclass, you know, what do you got to do to get yourself ready for 2020? All of you got to do great in 2020. So that's a special bonus for gift A. Gift B, the first 5 people also get access to the A-Listers Plus community. So if you decide to be in the piloter program, which is only $75, which is like, where can you get the online course for $75? I do not know. That's quality. You guys are going to help build that. So the first 5 of you also get access to the A-Listers Plus community through the end of 2019, which is fantastic. And then finally, gift C with the Instagram makeover, instead of normally $750 plus, do not tell people I'm giving this to you for this price. So this is a gift for my Hello Fall Challenge participants. So you can get it for $297, and that's good through Friday. So if you say, hey, Andrea, I want it, and you tell me you want it by Friday, we will work out the details and all that, but just know that is a gift. It might sound like $297, and I'm like, yes, $297. Like, wow, girl or guy, like, it's amazing. So the first 2 people who do that also get an additional marketing strategy session for their business. That's something I normally do naturally for my full, you know, monthly retainer clients, the people who are with me on a monthly basis. So I'm going to grant that as a bonus strategy session for you if you're one of the first 2 people to sign up for that. So those are all the gifts, the freebies, and then gift A, B, and C. So I will send this to you guys so you can think about it, but just know the A-Listers Plus community, you have to let me know today if you want to do it. So I'm not saying you have to sign up and pay money today, but you at least got to tell me you want to be in it because that's limited and all this stuff is limited, okay? These are all the links to sign up. I will email this to you. The prettiest one to check out is the bit.ly/HelloFallMakeover. So you can see some more examples in there and more testimonials from people and all that. And you can also, all these are bit.ly links. You can go to A-Listers Plus. The other ones are just straight, you know, to do payments. So don't worry about those. I'll send those to you. But the big one, if you want the Hello Fall Makeover, is at the top. Boom, that's all the presents, all the gifts and everything. So I will now pause and take a break and see what questions you might have or anything at all. You can unmute yourself or ask it in the chat. Any questions, anybody? Questions about the gifts, questions about where to go after this and all of that? Any questions? Any questions out there? Everybody's good? It just says, you're smart, it must be in your blood. That's my aunt. She's laughing over there, so fantastic. Oh, y'all are funny. I know. Okay, so at a minimum, I hope to see all of you in our freebie. Oh, okay, wonderful question. How important is it to link all of your social media accounts? To link all of them? You can unmute yourself, Charles. You can, if that's easier, feel free to unmute yourself.
Okay, how about that? Can you hear me?
Yes, yep.
I was asking, we're talking about Instagram here, but what if you have a business Twitter page and also Facebook and so on? Do those all need to be linked together with an update, or do you just do one?
Oh, I got you. Yes, you should. I mean, in a perfect world, that's what I do for my clients on a normal basis. So when I take on, our monthly clients, they get a reface across the board. So ideally, you're going to want to match that. And if you do sign up for the, for the Instagram makeover, so if you want to, there's some upgrade. You can just upgrade to a full platform if you want to go across the board for all of it. But yes, I highly recommend that you do that across the board so that it all has a consistent look and feel. So we will advise that if you do get the Instagram makeover, we will help you with the graphics, at least so you can change out your cover photos if needed, for your other pages like Facebook and all that. Ooh, yay, questions, let me see.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Marcus asked, how long is the course? It's 1 month, I think. Now this is a pilot program of the course, so if we as a group decide the content needs a little more time, then we can do that, and that's the purpose of doing the pilot course. But I'm thinking it's going to be a month-long course. Charles, oh yeah, I got your question, Charles. And then Bertina says, I do not have my own business, so do you offer personal branding services for me as a writer? Yes, yes. So for example, the Julia Loves Orgs, you might not remember that one, but it was the lady who's so pretty in her orange and blue. She's a personal brander for all intents and purposes. Her business is not necessarily super up and running. She's still a PhD student, so she's a mom and a PhD student. She's got a lot going on, so she kind of thinks all this is kicking off when she gets her PhD, probably 2 years from now, but she's going ahead and setting up the brand now, which I told her I think is so smart. So she's, starting her audience already, which is fantastic. So great questions, guys. I'm so happy to see all of you here, Dr. Stephanie and Bertina and Sandra and everyone. So super. Awesome. All right, guys. Well, let me know if you get any more questions. I said this was great. Fantastic. I will email you all this info in the recording and also the links if you want to consider the offers. I will send that to you. Thank you so much for being here for our Hello Fall webinar. This is the official end of Hello Fall. So thank you all for participating. Oh, Lenita says, I use Buffer to set up posts ahead of time. Do you suggest doing that or doing them naturally? No, Buffer is great, honey. Use that. Save yourself some time. That's fantastic. Yeah, definitely do that. So Buffer's great. What you should do, if you do set up your posts, you're planning them all out for the month or longer, that's good. I would just make sure that you also set some time for engagement. So even though your posts are set to go, check in, every now and then, every other day, or however often you want to do it, and just, engage with people, engage with your potential customers and all that, use that time for that. So yeah, good job on using Buffer. All right, guys, Any more questions? Going once, twice. All right, we're out officially for Hello Fall. Thank you guys so much. Have a good evening.